Welcome to Mishna study, Masechet Kilayim Perek Vav, Mishna Vav. Over here in this Mishnah, we're going to discuss if a person has an Aris on one side and an Aris on another side. How much space does he need to have in between these two in order to plant in between? So if you remember at the end of the fourth Perek, we spoke about if a person had a vine on one side and a vine on another side, and it was growing on the ground, right? And he wanted to plant in between, or if he had even, he wanted to plant in between, we said he has to leave 8 amot in between in order to plant. Over here, what if that wasn't just a vine on the floor, but it was an aris, which is really, we are seeing subtle differences between an aris and the vine on the floor. So the aris is the one on the trellis. How much space do you need to have in between each aris, between these two aris, arisim, in order to plant in between? Piske Aris, right? Well, I'll explain what this is, but it's pretty much the introduction that I just gave. Shmone amot ve'od. You need to leave 8 amot and a little more. Kol midot she'amru hachamim bakerem en bahem va'od chutz mipiske Aris. All the measurements that the hachamim mentioned in the vineyard, there's no concept of ve'od and a little more, except for this law of Piske Aris, right? So we say it's 8 amot and a little more, ve'od. How much is this ve'od? How much is this little more that we need? So Harambam explains that the Talmud actually brings down that this additional ve'od is 1/60th of an amma, right? It's 1/10 of a tefach, 1/60th of an amma, right? Again, there's 6 fachim in an amma. So it's 1/10 of a tefach. How big is a tefach? So Harambam actually gives you the rule over here, and it's important to remember from throughout the Mishnah, and that is it's the size of a fist, right? A tefach is literally a fist, right? But it's the size of 4 fingers. Now, it's not these 4 fingers that you're looking at over here. It's the 4 thumbs. If you're going to put 4 thumbs, 1, 2, 3, 4 on top of each other, that's going to be the size of a tefach. Or Harambam says it's 4 fingers of the pointer. If you're going to have 5 fingers of a pointer. So if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That's equal to 4 thumbs going side by side. That's considered a tefach, right? So it would be actually, if you had to hold out a fist, it's probably a little bit, bigger than this. A lot of times when you see people measuring a tefach today, modern day, they'll actually put like their thumb on top, they'll go like this. So it just shows a little bit higher. That's approximately the correct size for a tefach. Okay, so how much do you need? Again, Piske Aris, you need 8 amot and a little more, plus another 1/10 of a tefach. Now, what is Piske Aris? What is an Aris? What's this Piske Aris? So Aris shaharav memsal. It's an Aris that was destroyed in the middle. So you had all these, Arisim, these vines growing on these trellises, and the middle was destroyed. And you had 5 vines on one side on the Aris and 5 vines on the other side, right? And everything else in the middle was destroyed. If there's only 8 amot in between, then he's not allowed to plant in between. He can't plant grain in between. If there's 8 plus a little more, 8 and 1/10 of a tefach, you have to give it its avodah, right? The avodah of 6 tefachim, 1 amma, and then you could plant the rest, right? So you give an amma from one side, an amma on the other side, and you could plant the middle 6 va'od, right? So that really sums up our Mishnah. Yep, that's it.